Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna show you how I got almost top 800 in the world. It's like 3 hours before the season ends and I think we're gonna get top 800. Could go for a better finish, but I really prefer to stay at this for now. Don't have much courage to play more. I would say let's jump right into the games that got me there. I changed quite a bit of decks, but I mostly played Drill and Drill Nado, sometimes with Cracker, sometimes with Magic Archer. I want to show you some really nice and interesting matches. Let's go ahead and jump into a match right now. So, this is against YouTube Lava Ben, and this guy One Tricks Lava. He's playing a variation of Lava Hound without Balloon, and for me, I only have Cracker for air and Ice Spirit, and you could argue Nado as well, but nothing except all of that. And he has Zap and Curse as the spells, which is not great because he can kill my Cracker and also spawn goblins at my tower, so that's not the best to see, of course. But let's go ahead and analyze what we do here. So I know what he's playing. I don't know exactly what he's playing. I know a little bit of his variations, so I try and go aggressive on both sides, and I'm gonna try and kill this Soapstone as quick as possible so I can apply pressure with the Mighty Miner and force him to play something else. And that's why another reason why I go for my Nado here. I play Nado like that so that I could have the Mighty Miner be a threat, and indeed it forced out a Zap, and overall not the worst, not the best situation for us. We got some damage, he got some as well. He's up some elixir, but I think he's gonna lick that elixir and call it even because it's single elixir, and he knows that I have outcycled his spells, which is what exactly I was trying to do when I played my Firecracker in the back. The way you want to play this matchup is try and play the Firecracker as soon as you have it in hand so you can protect it, and he has to play a spell, and by the time he goes for the spell you have cycled back to another one and you can abuse here really nicely, as you will see right now. So now we can play our Firecracker really nicely here, killing the barbs, and this Lava Hound in my opinion was really bad because right now I can apply pressure with the Firecracker, the guards and the Mighty Miner. I'm also gonna lock this and even go for my Drill. The Firecracker doesn't activate King Tower, which was what I was worried about there. And we're not gonna take tower, but we're gonna get some really nice damage. And I'm gonna go Cannon like this, trying to defend his lava. He is gonna play his Evo's up. A little bit late, Firecracker gets the last shot, but doesn't matter that much. And right here I'm gonna try and do a really beautiful play, go for the ability and nail everything together. It will mostly delay, it will not do that much, it will delay his troops, and we do kind of defend, but you will see that this miner that he did was really smart, and we lose our tower. I accept it, I cannot do anything else. I'm gonna try and go in and try and get some damage. I'm gonna protect this Firecracker though, because this Firecracker is gonna force out a spell, and that's exactly what I want in this situation, because I wanna have another one and not getting spelled. He plays a really quick Flame Machine there, so he kills it that way. I'm letting the Flame Machine go, maybe it was a mistake there, but I wasn't really paying attention. And here he plays his Curse and Raids and Zap, I mean, killing my Firecracker. The really interesting Nado, it forced out his miner, so I guess it was good. Maybe he didn't need to play the miner, but anyways, an okay situation for us. And right now that we are in a 1-to-1 situation, I really like that we're going opposite lane. If we were going same lane, it would be a whole different situation for us, because we don't want to go same lane against this Lava Hound guy. So right now it's not looking great for us. He has a huge counter push coming down, we don't have Firecracker in hand, and he just stops the Lava Hound, and I'm like, okay, how do I possibly can defend this? So I'm just playing the Firecracker like so. I'm gonna try and protect this as much as possible, but he does a really smart thing and curses and zaps, and he kills everything. Log to make sure not get trick round. We have outcycled his spells, which is nice, but the Lava Hounds are a problem. Firecracker gets a beautiful shot, I didn't even need the Nado there. I thought I did, but I didn't. I played really bad firecracker here, I remember. Yeah, I was trying to hit the tombstone and get on the tower, but didn't happen there. Really nice lock though, and now I know he only has miner for the ground troops, so I'm gonna go for the ability and even pre-nade his miner. But the barbarian barrel, is tanking there, which is not optimal, and right now we are in a really bad situation. But we have the opportunity to stall out the defense a little bit because there's a little bit of less time left. Goblins don't get on tower. I'm gonna try and freeze the lava hound and go for the cannon, because if this was not happening, then the lava hound will be on the tower, and for only 91 HP we take the victory. That was a really close match. I don't even know how we won in double. It was really hard for us to break through there, but yeah, really nice stuff there. See you in the next one. And we are into the other match. So we are facing again Lava Hound. A lot of Lava Hound today. Not the best for us when we're playing this deck. Not much air defense. We do have some nice pressure, but it's not generally a good sign to see Lava Hound. So I just go for the drill because he's leaking elixir. I don't know what he's playing, obviously. It's not like the previous guy who had lava in his name, and I know him. This guy has Skeleton Dragons. I'm suspecting might have Lava Hound, might have Golem, and I see the lava getting played. Again, a really horrible Lava Hound from our opponent, because now we can apply pressure, and I think he gets saved because yeah, he has just Barbarians in his deck, and even though he played the bad Lava Hound, he got away with it there. We just play the cannon like so. I don't care about the Lava Hound. I just want to make sure the cannon is there in case he goes balloon, so then I can nade to activate King Tower. Firecracker gets two really nice shots on the tower, and now I have a really awkward hand, so I have to pressure. And the good thing is he doesn't have great responses in the cycle, so he just chooses to let it go. And I know I'm gonna probably most likely get his whole tower, so I'm gonna try and defend right now. Get a beautiful nado. Could have also hit the miner, but wasn't really careful there. Nice firecracker, nice ability, and look at this Ice Spirit. It jumps on the one Skelly Dragon and allows me to keep my tower up with 1000 HP. This situation is not the best, of course, because he can still take my tower, but it's way better than him getting a tower and me not getting a tower. At least right now he has to commit some elixir to take my tower, so I can start damaging down his second tower. So right here I know that he has Fireball in his deck. I didn't know he didn't have a small spell at the time, because he played the miner, but I wasn't calculating his cards, and I thought he just had Fireball and arrows, but he didn't have arrows as a last resort. So that's a good thing for us. He has the Zap, and it's in its evil form right now, so I'm gonna try and play Firecracker the Bridge. He does really smart Skelly Dragons, not wasting his Fireball, but we get a lot of damage due to the Mighty Miner and the Firecracker, really nice splashing the fireballs there. I'm gonna apply pressure with Drill. I cannot defend the tower, I'm just accepting that, and I'm trying to not get 3 crown for now. So I'm just placing Firecracker to the left. He's gonna try and take my tower, and I predict his barbs, and I also go for my Evo Cannon and Ability Bomb. That was a great sequence there. And again, now we just have to stall as the previous match, but now it's gonna be a little bit harder because he has a balloon push coming and now he has another one. But we play a really nice Firecracker and we play a really nice Ice Spirit, and last minute cannon also saves the day. Really nice win again against the Lava Hound player. Not the best matchup, but managed to turn around really nicely. Let's see you in the next one. At some point I was 3,100 trophies, and I wanted to go for the 3,300, of course, to get the top 300 finish. Didn't happen, but at least we get the 3k and top 800. That's also okay. Let me show you now one match that it's a little bit interesting, because this guy doesn't have a bowler, has the old school Golden Knight Electro Giant deck, and it can be really rough because the Golden Knight does pretty strange things sometimes, and against my Firecracker it can get some nice value at some point, so we definitely have to be careful there. and he goes for his E-Giant in the back. So I'm thinking to myself, if I go with my drill, he can just counter it with a bar barrel, so there's no point going in right now. I want to have a counter push, at least something going on for me before I go for my drill. It will just get countered by 2 elixir, then he just lightnings. So right here, I wasn't really paying attention that he could lightning everything. I thought that the firecracker was out of range, but I guess it was in range since he'd killed it. But we are really fine because the drill is also another building, so we fully counter this by Nado and Ice Spirit and drill. And we're even up elixir, we're even 1 elixir up. He of course has gotten some damage with his lightning, but not something I have to be considered for right now. I'm playing Guards the Bridge simply to force out the bar barrel, so we can go in with the drill whenever we cycle back to it. We also have our Evo Kraken in cycle. I just went with drill and Mighty Miner, hoping that he would go Electro Giant soon. He doesn't go for it, but because I play my Mighty Miner on the outside, I'm able to bypass the cannon and even go for a last minute ability, forcing the really early tornado. And now the best thing for us is that we can play our firecracker and he cannot be killed unless he spends the lightning, which he definitely doesn't want to do it. So his nado is out of cycle, I know that, so I'm definitely gonna try and be aggressive here. Or I think I go Mighty Miner in the back first, enable 3-cut cycle, that's a bit safer. And now I go drill on the left, and at the same time I'm applying pressure with Cracker on the right, splashing on top of the tower. I was unable to protect the Cracker there, but I am overall satisfied with the interaction there. I'm waiting for his lightning so I can go for my drill yet. Then, and he also plays his bomber right there, and I want to get my King Tower up, but at this point I was like, okay, let's make a safe defense and activate King Tower at some other point in the match. There's no reason to make complex plays for right now. And these firecrackers are going to town. You can see how annoying it is for him to kill my firecrackers, and when I split them like that, it's pretty much impossible for him to counter both of them. And with the 3-cut cycle of the Mighty Miner, being able to play it in the back whenever he goes for the E-Giant, it allows me to just be able to get so much value out of the firecrackers. Really nice nado because it forces out the late bar barrel, and then I can just go for my ability and even force out another nado, which what that means, again I can spam my firecracker. I even let the Golden Knight go even if he pressed the ability, wouldn't done anything on my left hand side tower, I don't care about it. And now I'm just playing cycling, and having my firecracker supporting is great there. It doesn't get the cannon down in time, and cannon gets killed, firecracker is still applying pressure. I pre-place my cannon, maybe cycle back to another one if needed. He immediately lightnings. I don't really agree with the playstyle he's doing. He should be doing more Golden Knight nados, bomber nados, stuff like that, but he's not doing that much, unless except this situation. It was the only situation he did that. And right now I'm really smart. I'm playing my firecracker on the corner, cannon to activate King Tower, and applying pressure while defending is something that a lot of people don't keep in mind, and it's so important when playing a cycle deck. Sometimes it might be the difference between winning or losing a match. Applying pressure while defending, it's something that takes practice. You will not get used to that immediately, but once you start doing it, you will find some very nice success against these beatdown players. Let's go into the next one. And for the final match, we have matchup that might seem a little bit difficult to some, because he has the Valkyrie, he has Dagger Duchess, he has a lot of spam cards, and he's honestly just playing a really annoying no skill spam lockbait deck, which is sometimes really annoying for me to deal with, for any deck to deal with. And we do have a good matchup. We just have to be patient in this one, and you're gonna see how the matchup goes. We don't play that good in the beginning, and we even take some damage just because of how spammy the deck is. Sometimes you cannot defend every single thing, and we get back damage, but I'm gonna show you the way we beat this by simply acknowledging how to play the matchup and how to play efficiently our cards in double elixir. So this guy doesn't have any spell in his deck. He doesn't have a small spell, he doesn't have a big spell, he doesn't have any spell. This Goblin I did was not so good. I thought he had less elixir than what he had, and I ended up paying it for it. You're gonna see what I mean about it. So what I was saying is, this guy doesn't have a spell in his deck. Not a big spell, not a small spell. So that means that if I'm patient enough and I'm really surviving in single, not doing something very complex as I did there at the bridge with Goblinstein, I should be able to take this in the back, because I can just go in double elixir or even triple elixir, as you will see, for my Goblinstein in the back, enable the 3-card cycle, go for my Magic Archer behind the push, and just spam as many Magic Archers as possible, stacking them up on my side, because on my side they cannot be killed, especially when the Evo Valk is not in cycle. He doesn't have a splash card to kill my troops or a spell, so if I stack up my troops, there's no way he's defending anything. So right here I just make a little push, which will get me some damage, but nothing too crazy, won't get us back into the game. Magic Archer actually doesn't get any shots on the tower, that was a little bit unfortunate. I'm gonna log the right hand side just to kill the Dark Goblin. I prefer to log the right hand side, even though the left hand side was the real one. And I just go Magic Archer. Right now we are surviving, exactly as we said. And even though it's double elixir, I'm still not making a significant push. I'm just surviving, making sure he's the one that does the aggressive things, make him think that all is okay and he can just keep spamming and getting away with it. And as soon as he doesn't expect it, we're gonna do some really nice plays. So Magic Archer in the back, controlling the map again, nothing too crazy. Again, it's not the time to go in, this matchup requires patience. Any deck that doesn't have a big spell is usually spammy, so you wanna be as passive as possible in single to be able to afford these huge and nice pushes in double. Right here I tried to make a push, but it was still not enough to break through, so I have to be patient, keep on doing the same things, go for my Ice Spirit right there, freeze up his princess. And it was one of the last games, I think it was not the last game, the one before that I was gonna stop at 3k, so it was an important match. I'm gonna go for my log on the right hand side and hitting the wall breakers as well. That was a really nice log. And again, I'm not making a significant push from the back because I'm just surviving. These guys just keep on spamming. I don't have a control going for me whatsoever. Right here I'm gonna get a great ability though, that was really nice. Really bad Evo Valk, and I'm keeping in mind his Evo Valk is out of cycle for at least 2 more cycles. So right now it's triple, and now it's our time to shine. Now it's the time we go Magic Archer in the back, we go Goblinstein in front of it, kind of, I failed it a little bit, and we get a really beautiful Evo Cannon there, killing absolutely everything. And now we start spamming. Drill, guards, Ice Spirit for the Goblin Barrel, log the princess, nader his stuff away, another Magic Archer, go for my Goblin Drill, another guards, everything at the bridge. We're just spamming every single thing. There's no way this guy can defend that because he's just playing a no skill spammy deck which doesn't have a big spell and requires his breaking through with just pure spamming, but he's not able to spam in triple elixir anymore because we are the ones that control the game and overwhelm him with our big push with Magic Archer and Goblinstein. So that's it for today. We end off the season, as we said, close to 800 finish, and some really nice matches. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Have a nice day.